Hi, this is how to create a multi-layered graphic using Paint Shop Pro. I'm working against time because of the file upload site. So we're going to open a new image, 4 by 4 inches, so what you would call a fat page size. The first graphic I'm going to put on here is a text box. Oh, you will notice raster 1 was the first image created. So now we're going to have a text box and we will get a vector come up. So I'm just going to put demonstration for paper dolls. Apply. And then to move that around we go to the pick tool, pick, and then we can move that to the center and we can make it just a bit bigger. Ideally to alter your font size in the text box. Next I'm going to bring in a graphic as a background. So I'm going to open my folders. I'm going to go to my fairy folder, which is already open for me, and have a peek and see what I've got in there using thumbnails. I've taken a fancy to this one, open. So using that graphic, right click it, copy, and now I'm going to paste it to this one. So I'm going to paste it as a new layer. The pick tool is already selected. I'm going to make it, whoops, lost it. I'm going to make it a lot bigger, hugely big, without making sure I don't lose the proportions. Now, as that's covering up the text, there's obviously something wrong. So I'm going to select it, arrange the layers, and I'm going to move it down. Now I've moved it down and now I'm going to make it faint. So selecting this tool here, I'm going to reduce it and fade it into the background. Right, now you can see I'm going back to raster layer number 1, which is still spare and not being used, nothing on it. And I go into a tool option called Tubes. Tubes is a selection of graphics that I've placed there, or some come complete with the program when you install it. I'm going to look for paper dolls on my tubes. I can select a size, 220, 250 being the largest. I know it's a small graphic, and I can then plonk that down wherever I want it. Now again, you're looking and you're saying, wow, that's not right, which it isn't. So what we need to do is select that layer, go to arrange and bring it to the top. So here we have 3 layers. I'm very quickly going to pop a background layer on. So I'm going to make a layer, select a new layer, new raster layer. Okay, so I've made another layer which is empty and I'm going to put a background to it. So I'm going up to my selection palette. I can choose a solid background, a gradient background, or a pattern, and I can import a pattern. Equally, I can make gradients, and I'll do that on another program. As I say, I am short of time, otherwise I can't upload the file. So I'm going to select this gradient here, select OK. My empty raster layer is free. I'm going over here to the fill and pour tool, and I'm going to pour that on. Wait, you're saying, what's happened here? Well, the layers are now all muddled up. So I go back, I select, arrange, and I got to drop that one down to the bottom. And there we have a completed 4-layer, 1, 2, 3, 4-layer graphic. I'm going to stop at this point because of the size of the file. So that is a fat page made with 4 layers.